28. I've got to be honest, so far this month in July, I think I've been more consistent than I was in June, so that is a positive. We are starting off, I'm still playing Forza Motorsport, well, Forza Horizon 6. I'm just driving around looking for little collectibles. Some of you may know what the hell I'm on about, some of you may not. But tonight's live stream will be less than an hour, probably like a 30-minute to 40-minute live stream. Reason being is we're mainly here, we're mainly here tonight and we're going to be doing the separatist shelf of the Ivar. So I'm just going to finish what I'm doing. I'm just driving to this last statue, then we'll get started. But yeah, I may have a video coming out tonight on the channel announcing something I'm debating going through with. I'm thinking, this, my account, right, let's say my whole thing, right, has had some expansion over the last 11 years, right? Crap, I put the car in a ditch and I can't get, this car's not got enough torque to get out. So, there's been very few expansions, right? In 2020, I expanded to having a secondary channel which is more or less dead, right? I've not done anything with that in over a year, I don't think, right? In 2021, I expanded to having a TikTok account, which I do occasionally post on, and I've also been on and off Instagram for the better part of the last maybe 9 years. And of course, you know, I've added to this account by doing the streaming and stuff like that, you know, the shorts. You know, this year, this account got some major stuff added to it that I wasn't doing on it before. And something I've been debating doing is going on to other platforms that I'm not already on. I think about doing a little bit of expansion that way. So the main thing I'm considering doing, the crash there, right? This car's not well suited to driving nice. Anyway, the main place I'm thinking of doing is Twitch and Kick. I've been debating not permanently moving, but having a presence on there, possibly building an audience. Because, you know, some people who found out about me through TikTok came to the YouTube channel. Some people found out about me on YouTube, ended up going and looking at the TikTok. You know, it's kind of a cross-audience kind of thing. And, you know, I do like the other places I'm posting on, but as far as, like, I've recently bought an Xbox that can stream through those places. So I'm debating doing gaming streams on those maybe once or twice a week is an idea that I have been toying with. So that may be something that I start doing. But after this stream, I'm going to mess around with the Twitch side of things. Because I let me go back 5 or 6 years ago. I do, yeah. PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S. Yes, right. That is the only smart thing you have ever said. Yeah, for random context, I'm not abusing some random subscriber. I'm shouting. I've used it a long time, friend, because that's what that's a joke. But no, expansion to those platforms is something I'm looking into doing. Since the modern console can stream all over those kind of things, I could be ashamed to not give it a try at least once. Granted, I'd have to go around and, you know, buy one of them headsets and do all that for it, but I don't know, just like as an expansion thing, it'd be kind of fun, because the last thing this account expanded into platform-wise, or the last additional thing I joined was TikTok, and that was about 5 years ago. So it'd be nice to add to that. So we're gonna maybe try, like, you know, one stream a week on that platform. Like, I'm not gonna end what we're doing here or put that on hold, but it'd be fun to try other things and see if we can grow even a bigger audience. And of course, I have pinwheeled the car around. Come on. The car I'm driving is one of those, like, American, it's a Ford Crown Victoria, like the police cars. There's an achievement in this game for owning 100 different cars, and so I've been buying the cheapest, most random cars in the in-game auction. And you end up with cars that other people have customized. So it only cost me $1,000, because, like, in in-game money, which is like barely anything. But this car has its unique quirks. The only reason I'm driving it was the last thing I've drove in this game. Right. Just gonna go collect this last statue and then we will begin. These statues, for those who don't know, you run them over, you get money basically. in-game currency. But if I was to do the occasional stream on other platforms, is that of interest? There was a bunch of subscribers, to be fair, that brought the idea up. And I'm scaring yeah, I basically, see, once I get the achievement for having 100 different cars, I'm just going to sell all the ones that I plan on keeping. This Ford Crown Victoria will probably be one of them, because of the way it slides up and down the road. Either that, or I might modify it. This is a... Thanks, man. This is a... Or I'm talking Fords and stuff here. There's like... In the in-game auction house, you can buy cars that other players have messed around with, adding liveries to modified and stuff like that. And whoever's modified this has turned a goddamn police car into a drift car. And it's weird to drive, but in order to get the achievement I'm talking about, I am buying the cheapest cars on auction without even checking what they are. I do give each of them a little drive here and there, just to, while I'm collecting the statues, just to see if they're any good. A couple of them I'm going to keep. Quite a few of them I'm like, nope, that can't.
In 200 meters, turn sharp right.
Sometimes it's just don't look at them. But you know, thanks, it is a sick collection, and we're going to be doing stuff with that collection in just a moment. You know? This car sliding is the back wheels have had something done to them, because I read the description briefly before I bought it from the auction. Come on. There we go. Ah, no, it's sliding. This is awful. But yeah, we're going to be focusing on this stream, getting the separatist stuff done, but after the stream, I'm going to probably make the video announcing that we're going to be doing stuff on other platforms. I have to download the Rivals at some point. Yeah, I'll have to download Marvel Rivals. It's something I'm not going to get out of. Good luck competing with my Forza Horizon 6 addiction, because that is proving challenging for even me not to play it. It's a lot of fun, especially if you're into like racing and car sims. Right, there's that statue. Sometimes you have to really drive around to find them. By the way, if I make an announcement video, I do plan to actually make an edited video. I did debate announcing it through shorts, but it's like most people won't even pay attention when watching shorts. I'm like, well, if you're clicking on the video, you're most likely going to pay attention to what's being said. Do I have to drive on the road? Can I just cut through the forest? Yeah, driving through the forest. Die, trees.
You have arrived at your destination.
And I'm now pissed off the nature. Yay, concrete. Tell you what, I'll download Rivals like tonight and we'll have a go of it. But anyway, what I actually decided to stream for. Here's what we're focusing on. So last night, was it last night? It was yesterday. We got all this neatly organized, sorted out. Same with this shelf. Looks fine. This one's next. So yeah, that's more. We're not adding figures or anything like that. And if there's additional, like, you know, life like battery percentage, because you know you use quite a bit for streaming, I'll just sit and play the game while talking to you guys. But got some things here, like all these. I needed tax for one poster about a year and a half ago. I ordered it, and I have like a million of these things lying around. It just happens. It's all going on the bed, regardless of what it is. This is one of those many boxes, and you buy custom minifigures of pieces that could get crushed in post. They send them in these. I've got quite a few of those lying around. I don't want to get rid of them. I feel like they probably are useful somehow. There was something I probably should use those pins to pin up, and I'll do it right now. Transformer. See, I just said Terra Killer T1's trigger word. He's heard that word, now he's invested. I'll just pin this up over here. There we go. It's up there. There we go. Perfect. Just fall into frame. It works really well. What's we got here? Rechargeable battery pack for 360. Couple batteries. So there'll be some miscellaneous parts in here as well as the actual sets. Some of these sets still require. Apparently, there was some money on there. Oh yes, that. It's quite a bit of money on top of it. I don't know why that's there. 2010 Grievous Starfighter, for example. This back wing, I've made a temporary one so it could stand. I do have all these bits are in a bag, which I have there. I just have the time to re-add them. I've got the instructions for that Anakin's interceptor in there. There's a story with this. I've not got rid of it. It's a complete saga game case for the PS3. Now, I don't have a PS3 anymore. You may remember around October, November last year, I bought one of the very rare, big, fat PlayStation 3s that can play PS2 games because only certain models built between 2006 and 7, fat ones, could do it. Every PS3 can play PS1 games. That's like a standard out-of-the-box thing that they can do. But only the certain models could play PS2 games. So I bought that and got right invested in that. And unfortunately, something that did happen was it got the yellow light of death. I went to return it and swap it for another backwards compatible one. They couldn't find one. So I gave my money back. This game was in the console. Me and Terra Killer T1 were actually playing it. This one, it yellow lighted. And because the disc's there, I still have this empty case, but I've kept it. I don't know why I've kept it, but yeah. I don't think I'm going to throw it out. Got the little stand thing for Grievous. Some miscellaneous bits. When I got my last custom order in, right, from Boskman Customs, this was the Bosk minifigure, the Imperial Spy, and a couple of other customs. He sent me this. So it's these weird test print torso things and like a Contra Django head. Just these things that he's sending. Sentimental value for that time we murdered a game console. We've also murdered an Xbox 360. One of the original ones. And we've murdered an Xbox One. Not intentionally, by the way. I've just been playing them and I've decided to die. Got the malevolence here. It's like an unfortunate thing that's happened a disturbing amount of times. It's not a sentimental value. You know for a fact I'm a hoarder. That needs a part, just a second. Yes, and a 360. None of this is intentional. These things have just happened. To all the viewers who are looking at me going, sorry, what? I do want to buy another PS3 because I like to play a lot of games from that generation. And on the Xbox 360, some of those games, like, I'll give you a good example. I think it was Lego Lord of the Rings. You can pick it up for like less than 10 on the PS3, but it's like 18 or 20 on the 360. So there's a few games there where I'm incentivized to go buy one because it kind of makes sense. Plus, you know, I like mucking around different hardware. Sith Nightspeeder 2011. To be fair, right, I don't think I actually need to change around that. I think the rest of it's fine. Just the front was a mess. I am going to be right back. See, the model that me and you have, right, isn't prone to it as badly. Because me and you have got... Mine was built 2009 because it's the Modern Warfare 2 version. Yours, I think, was a 2008. I could be wrong, because we bought Elites. They did red ring, but they had less of a chance of red ringing. If you bought like a launch Elite from like around 2007, you'd be screwed. But it's like all fat consoles have got a high chance, but the chance gets lesser and lesser after you get away from 2007 with them. It's something like that. But yeah, it's like, remember I was telling you I really wanted before I was settled on getting the Modern Warfare 2 edition console, I really wanted to pick up a Master Chief inspired Halo 3 one. They're known for red ringing that special edition, so it's one of the ones to avoid. If you really want to play it safe, buy yourself a slim console, 2010 to like 2013 era one. Don't buy a super slim because they're meant to be really bad. But if you buy the slim one, your chances of red ringing are basically reduced quite a bit. They do die. Like, I suppose that console design is now 16 years old. So I'm on like a subreddit of like Xbox 360 stuff, and I have started to notice that they do die. Like, obviously anything can die. And the one problem I had, right, with a slim console is certain games on the Xbox 360, so the one that most people know is Grand Theft Auto 5, had an install disc. Fun enough, with PlayStation it did, but with Xbox it had an install disc. The slim consoles, for whatever reason, even mine, which I've got a fat 360 here in the living room, I've got a slim. Even though the slim has a 320 gigabyte hard drive, it struggles to install, and I had to muck around with USB sticks to get it to do Grand Theft Auto 5. Whereas a fat 360, even the one with like the 20 gigabyte storage, can install it and run it easily. For some reason, the slims have problems with it. I don't know why or how that works out, but yeah, right. So some of these sets in here do need fixed still. I've just not gotten around to it. So I'm saying, like, upcoming streams are mostly going to be that. But, you know, especially with yours, because you use your console more than I do. Plus, am I right in saying you use your 360 as a DVD player? The only console that I have that has problems is my PS2, which is in the cabinet behind me. So, something with the PS2s that I never had a problem with until recently, where I wanted to play a certain game and it wouldn't work. The main problem I've had with the PS2 is a fault that they can develop over time. Is some PS2s had blue discs. Mine can no longer play blue discs, which is a pain when buying certain games now. I could just get myself another PS2, but it's, hey, it is slightly annoying, but like, the main game I wanted to replay is obviously the Complete Saga is a game you guys know I put loads of time into, and I collect physically like customs and real minifigures. But I wanted to play the first Lego Star Wars game, which is Lego Star Wars, the video game from 2005. You know, it's set with the Dex's Diner and all that stuff. Really fun game. I can't play it because it's a blue disc game. My Xbox will not allow them, or no, my PS2 won't let them play because the PS2 has that problem. I may eventually decide to. I don't know. It's trying to find people who fix those. Like, I'm not saying there's not a community for stuff like that, but it's, hey, what's up? It is probably difficult to find. I wonder how much that would cost, because I know that I think it was about maybe 6 or 7 years ago, Sony announced they'll no longer support parts and repairs for them, so I don't know. See, initially, I tried to eliminate having a PS2 by owning the backwards compatible PS3, and all that turned out. As Terra Killer knows, that turned out brilliantly. Oh, we're just organising the separatist part of the shelf. We're actually nearly done. Which is great, because I plan to just do an all-night gaming session. Because that's exactly what I want to do. These things will go there to be sorted. That was a lot of packing. I was telling me, whenever you order bulk and customs, they sometimes send you weird off-prints, like, as extras. So, that's what I'm on about. But no, I keep this as like a memory of the funny but angry moment where it decided I'm done. Now it's in the glass display case. Yep. That it is. But yeah, that's kind of the main bit we wanted to get done. Also, the Republic stuff done previous stream. I've got the torch. I can shine in and show you really what that's looking like. I think that looks all right. This shelving part is really starting to look good. I'm really happy with it. Also not perfect, but there's other bits to do. But we are getting closer to that room tour being possible, and that's going to be a great video. Chuck that in there again. It's a little inside joke of me and Terra Killer. I do want to buy another PS3, as I was saying. It's like, I like that era of gaming a lot. But, you know, I recently picked up this Series S that I've been using. Yeah, because I can't use my phone's flash, I'm having to use this light here. Show you guys inside. That's kind of what that was all about. That's just a mess. It was organized until I threw the box for that there. But no, I'm quite a big, more of a retro gamer than a modern gamer. Like, you can tell by these two and the PS2 over there. But I picked this up so I could play Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out. But I ended up getting sucked into a few other games that have come out recently. The main one being Forza 6, which I've been playing quite a bit. Like, a ridiculous amount. And there's also, well, the new Lego Batman. I've not went and bought the new Lego Batman game yet because that's expensive. Forza 6 was on like Game Pass Ultimate, so I picked that up anyway. Grand Theft Auto 6 I'm gonna have to pre-order, which I'll do when I get paid. But yeah, that's all been great. I'm possibly, like I said, there's possibly a video dropping later tonight once I fool around with the whole Twitch thing and other platforms. But I will see you guys for tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow I'm gonna try and do one of these like 11:30 kind of streams. Because that, real enough, there seemed to be an audience there for that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.